And it looks, as usual, perfectly inviting. I believe it said that these used to be silverite mines. That's a pretty shiny but strong type of metal. Insert mithril joke here. And we have a scroll.
Let's get started.
A miner's letter. And it reads, Thaddeus, it's too dangerous to work here. Sure, the money's good, but there's been nothing but trouble since we broke into the ruin. The foreman down the shaft, the scaffold on poor Horace. He'd heard voices calling his name. Then the incident with the stew. An eyeball. Something's not right, Thaddeus. Oh, and the carbuncle on my neck is back. I swear it's a Tevinter curse. Half the men have left. I'm leaving today with the next lot. We can find work elsewhere. This isn't the only mine in Ferelden. Signed, Carl. With a K, so that's how it's an old-fashioned Carl, more fantasy Carl. Because if it was a C, then it would just be like Bob. Okay, so there is some really random, freaky stuff going on down in this mine. I'm assuming that's a little bit of silverite ore. Very crystalline in structure. Whoa. Hello. Uh-oh.
So you are the commander of the Grey Wardens. Do not be frightened. Your injuries have been tended to. I apologize for what I must do. I do not wish to be your enemy. But now is not the time for this. Rest.
Another talking darkspawn.
Serani! Oh, creators, what have they done to you?
They haven't done anything. I'm fine, Villana. It's not me he wants. I have to get you out before something bad happens. I don't want anyone else to be hurt.
Yes, all right. Let me out and I'll take you home.
The Darkspawn have your things. You can still get it all back if you're careful and clever. They're going to come back to check on you. You have to hurry.
Please tell me what's going on. You must know something.
I don't know anything. But take this key. It opens a chest in the emissary's room. Maybe you'll find some answers there.
Wait, how did you get this?
I found it. They're coming. You have to go. Find a way out of the mines. Please.
I can't just leave you. Serani, wait!
Okay, she was definitely tainted by she had the Darkspawn taint, but she seemed perfectly lucid, unlike the other guy that we had to put out of his misery. So once again, there's something very fishy going on around here. Nathaniel gets a level up, so definitely as a rogue we want dexterity and cunning for locks. We'll give him some strength as well. He's gotten a second specialization. So let's see. Or I guess a third one, we should say. And what should I do? I'll make him a duelist. Actually, no. He uses a bow. Why should I do that? Duelist is more kind of up and personal. I'll make him a ranger instead. Let's see. Give him some vitality. And ooh, accuracy. Yes, for an archer that is key. And wouldn't you know it, we've been completely stripped of all of our items. Shoot. But we've been given a key, so now we need to get out of here.
Darkspawn, destroy the fiend.
Well, it's a good thing we have magic abilities. Else we'd be really up the creek. Nice thing about being a mage is that you carry your weapons with you, even if you don't have any weapons or armor. Okay, this is a pickable lock. Nathan? Oh, wait a minute. No, that was just... we just need to use the key on that one. Okay. Well, that was disappointing. Nothing really useful over here. Okay, we got some stuff. Some armor, some weapons.
This should be easy enough.
A dwarven corpse. Lots of chains everywhere. As much as this guy says he doesn't want to hurt us, this definitely looks like some kind of either torture area or experiment kind of area.
On it.
Okay, that's where we came out.
This should be easy enough.
This door has some kind of weird barricade on it. Magic barrier, I should say. Okay, there's enemies on the other side, so I'm going to go ahead and give some of these out to people who need them. Oghren definitely is going to need probably the strongest weapon we have. So we'll give him the Darkspawn Greatsword. And looks like the rest of the stuff is leather, so we'll give that to our rogue Nate. He's gonna have to walk around barefoot for a while because we don't have anything else. And we'll duel him up with some Darkspawn weapons. And for me and Velena, we can just use our magic.
Let's get started.
A ballista? Those things are for cowards and elderly women. Come on, let's get our hands dirty.
Don't knock it, Oghren. We are not in a position of superior firepower here without this. Let's see if it works. Yep, that definitely was going to help us down the road here, I think. Took out all but one, I think. Alright, Mr. Emissary. Let's rock. Or Alpha, I should say. Alpha Darkspawn. Oh good, a lot of Dragonbone stuff. Oghren will like that.
This should be easy enough.
And what else do we got?
As you wish.
This is the Emissary. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to have to do with the Darkspawn made staff for a while. Kind of offensive since I'm a Grey Warden, but I can't knock it. Will be useful. Ogren gets all of the heavy dragon bone. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of a red color scheme to him for a while. Still no boots or anything. But we do have a longbow now, so we'll switch out Nathan for a bow. And I think that's all we can do for now again. Boom! Lightning bolt to the face. All of these Darkspawn have just been set on fire. Way to go, Velena. Still no sign of our equipment.
That went well, thankfully.
Money, money.
On it.
More money. Lyrium potions, although I know definitely for Vexus, he has so much willpower that he hardly ever needs to recharge for mana. Looks like this is a secret passage.
As you wish.
Which is vital for any dungeon to have. Pile of books. There's some excellent quality runes here that hopefully we can put into our weapons later. Chest with an engraved silver bowl and a silver chalice. And a chess set for some reason next to skeletons, so that must have been a very long game. Ba-dum-tsh.
On it. Right.
Alright, second staff, so Velena can get a staff now.
Hey, that's mine! That thing has my things! It's got its sallow, clammy hands all over my doodads, touching my junk! No one touches Ogren's junk and lives!
Insert innuendo here.
Let's get started. On it. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? Let's make this quick, shall we? You're getting sloppy.
Lots of dragons down here for some reason. It's kind of spontaneous.
Right.
Okay, so they took our stuff and they seem to just be giving it to random underlings. That's kind of disrespectful. Experimental subject. Aha. Okay, so there are some experiments going on here. Okay, we can resuit up Ogren with his best stuff now. Armor of the Legion. Boots of the Legion. Gloves of the Legion. Small, delicate hairpiece of the Legion. No, not quite, but anyway. Get his whiskey flask back, his rings, his little pendant, and the Darkspawn Ravager. Okay. So Ogren's good to go. Now we just need to find the rest of our stuff. Nothing in this little cave. How are we doing on the map? Let's see, do we need to zoom out? Yeah, okay. Looks like we've been pretty good so far. This looks like a pretty linear dungeon. Alright. I have a feeling like I'm going to cough pretty soon, so I'm just going to cut the video really quick here, and when we come back we'll continue on into the dungeon, or the cells, I guess. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about the little break there. Search stones. And sure enough, we found some shiny stones. Random rope, which we can't interact with. Someone named Keenan.
You're the Warden Commander. I would not have expected to meet you here. Did those bastards get you too?
You know me?
I was to help rebuild the Ferelden Wardens, just as you were. We were at Vigil's Keep less than a week when the Darkspawn came. I think I'm the only one left. The others are dead, or worse.
I arrived too late to help.
There's no sense in regret. You must escape. The Darkspawn have some kind of plan for you, and it cannot be good. But listen, there is a Darkspawn here carrying a huge maul. He crushed my legs. He took my wedding ring. Please, Commander, slay him. Bring the ring to my wife Nida in Amaranthine. Tell her I died trying to make this world better.
I swear to you, Warden, it will be done.
He wanted to make the world a better place? What an insipid line. Is that really supposed to make her feel better about his death?
This line's pretty funny, but I'm not sure I'll use that one. She'll know that he didn't die in vain.
Humans.
Thank you, Commander. Maker turn his gaze on you.
Alright, Nathaniel approves. Velena, of course, is not really sympathetic since he's a human. And it looks like he committed suicide. Which I can't really blame him for. He's surrounded by his arch-enemies and he can't move because his legs are broken. Wardens tend to be like that, often.
Darkspawn, destroy the fiends.
You heard him. Destroy the fiends. I think of all the elements, I think I kind of like lightning the best. It's short, it's to the point. You get to pretend you're Emperor Palpatine. A whole lot of fun stuff. I think Vex is glitched out there for a second. Come on.
We can do this!
Go ahead and kill the Darkspawn. Attaboy. And as usual, Ogren's run off by himself to just slaughter Darkspawn on his own. Because he's a berserker. Still haven't seen any Darkspawn with a huge maul yet, but we need to be on the lookout to avenge our fellow Warden's death and get his wedding ring. Another elemental subject. Looks like an elven mage. And she ended up with all of Velena's stuff. So
This should be easy enough.
Re-equip her. I have the sneaking suspicion that my stuff is going to be last. Okay, get her re-equipped. her special, not at all revealing armor. A trinket made, or amulet made out of Hala, which makes sense since she's Dalish. Belt, which gives a boost to earth spells, also makes sense. Keeper's Charm, Ring of Study. Heart of the Forest. Definitely a theme going on here. And let's see. We finally got some boots, so let's give them to Nathan, because he's seriously... Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, they're restricted to a mage. Okay, so they are for Velena. I wonder why they're called Imperial Weavers. Maybe because of the ancient Elven Empire? I don't know. Let's see. Yep, that should be it. 2 more sets of equipment to go. Soldier Corpse. And we got a spyglass, which is a gift. That's one thing you gotta be careful with in pretty much all the Dragon Age games, even in the sequel, is if nothing else, if you're not really caring about looting just for the sake of getting better equipment, you definitely want to explore and search everything, because you never know when a useful or impactful gift will be hidden in some really random place. Once again, the Darkspawn are hanging up corpses. And is that really necessary, bearing a pickaxe just because he used to be a miner? That's just wrong. They're so cruel, these guys.
The ghouls have taken our gear. We have to get it back.
Ah, I see Nathan's stuff. And someone shooting fireballs at us. Definitely want to take care of that. Little fire there, Scarecrow. When you have a bunch of enemies very far away, Fireball always works wonders.
Missed your chance!
So it looks like actually both Nathan and
Let's get
my
started.
equipment is here. Silverite ore.
This should be easy enough.
That looks like something... Yes! You found a deposit of silverite ore that Wade can use to make armor for your soldiers. Keep looking for other metals. Excellent. So, not the best challenge for Wade, but definitely better than the metal he's probably working with. Here is Nathan's stuff. Let's get him set up. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Let's see. Yep, we want that helm. That's kind of cool looking. It's a little out of place compared to the rest of the armor, but still. Give him his rings back. Boost his cunning. He doesn't really have a belt, so we'll just go ahead and give him the one we picked up, which increases defense. And we'll give him that amulet. Ah, here we go. The battle dress and the sorrows of Arlathan. Now we're cooking. Okay. Nathan's good to go. Now let's go get my stuff.
As you wish.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Alright. Winter's Breath. Yeah, I'm not really sure I work well with a helmet like that. I had something else, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I believe I had the Kadash Stompers. And let's see, was this my robes? Yes, okay. Cord of Shattered Dreams. Morgan's Ring, of course. Yep, he's still wearing it, folks. Because he loves her. Ring of Study. The Warden's Oath that he got during his joining. Vexus is a rather sentimental guy, it seems. He's still carrying around that stuff. Even though it's not, their stats aren't very good. We are good. Alright, we got all of our stuff back.
On it. This should be easy enough.
Now, which way to go? Again, I think we should probably try the left one first. Oops, I failed to loot a corpse. Nope, I'm good. Okay. So let's try this way first. Lyrium deposits.
My brother used to drink like you do, dwarf.
Fun fellow to have around then, your brother.
He could find his fun almost anywhere. And then he would vomit on your shoes.
Ah, good times.
Lyrium sand. Okay. This is being put in the same as the pure iron and the silverite, so... Oh, it's to make bombs. That's right. One of those dwarves loves to blow things up. You found some lyrium sand. In the right hands, it might be useful. In this part of Thedas, actually, lyrium dust is, in fact, used as an explosive. And if you're wondering if anyone has figured out gunpowder yet, the answer is yes. Someone has found gunpowder. But you find out who that is in the sequel, Dragon Age 2. Dragon Tamer. Oh, that's fun.
You are no match for me!
He looks like a mini-boss.
I will not be defeated! Vengeance!
This should be easy enough.
Say your prayers.
May the gods grant me strength!
And, of course, yes, he has a whole bunch of small dragons and a drake. Which is the male dragon. Oops. And we're stunned.
Let's get started.
But it's okay, he's almost dead.
You have some redeeming features.
Alright. Some kind of quest item here. What do we get? Ah, yes. So this was the guy who was wielding the big maul, and we got Keenan's wedding ring. Nice looking ruby. There's the maul, actually, the leg crusher. Alright. So we'll have to turn in that ring once we get back to Amaranthine. Drake has Drake scales, which of course makes some pretty decent weapons.
This should be easy enough.
We got a fresh dragon egg, which is a bit unusual, because that would imply that there's a female dragon around here somewhere. There's another one. But I hope that's not the case, because female dragons can be really vicious. Especially when you're near their nest. Let me check something here, because... What's our stats on the leg crusher? Oh, it's actually better. So we will put this once Darkspawn weapon to good use and give it to Oghren. Oh man, that looks nasty. Oh, oh man. Okay. Yeah, you might think that these really shiny things might be gifts, but it turns out that they're not. Same with the engraved silver bowl. They're just kind of junk items. Anything else to loot? No. So now we will go down the other path. Oops, this way, this way. I'm not lost, I swear. More people hanging from the rafters. You'd think if these Darkspawn were a bit more sophisticated, they wouldn't be resorting to these kinds of old scare tactics.
Watch for the demons.
I see you, Mr. Necromancer. Come here.
Is that all you've got?
Oops, a little too close. Shattering. And more dragons. Oghren's taking a beating for this one. But I think Velena healed him up. Once again, it's just really nice to have a healer on autopilot so that they can take care of your group, especially the ones like Oghren who run into trouble all the time. More Drake scales?
Right.
Now you saw that during the fight we got the codex called Shatter. I believe that is what you can do as a mage. If you freeze an enemy, then a warrior has a chance to run up and do a shattering blow, which of course, you know, breaks them into pieces and is pretty much an insta-kill, I believe. That's something that they stressed in the sequel as well, is that as long as you have both mages and non-mages in your party, and I think by the time you get to Dragon Age 2, rogues can do it as well. As long as you have multiple classes in your party, they can do combined attacks. So once again, if you're really in the kind of the strategic part of Dragon Age, you can end up doing a lot more damage to enemies by coordinating your attacks between classes. Oh, I see something. Fractured stone, give me some more gems. Nope, it's mushrooms. But I think... let's see. Yeah, there's a stairway there, but it's blocked. So I guess we'll just go this way. We are headed towards the Architect's Room. So I guess that means that that weird, really tall, skinny Darkspawn guy calls himself the Architect.
This should be easy enough.
And he's not home, so we will loot his place, because we're adventurers, that's what we do. Pile of books. A list of household accounts and expenditures. Yes, I'm sure the Darkspawn keep regular records of their expenses. We have plans to make a trap if we want to. I'm not really into making traps myself as a player, but it's definitely an option. Darkspawn stuff. Apologies for a little bit of the slowdown there. I'm not sure what's causing it. And a locked chest. Mr. Howe, would you be so kind? Oh, wait a minute, no, that's... Oh, this is the same key that works on the shell, on the cells, works on, this chest, so never mind. Oh, that ring might be useful to have. Let's take a look. Let's see, what do we have right now? We have the Ring of Study, which is just one magic. See about Velena. Once again, of course, the Ring of Study was what Vexus got when he first became a mage. So once again, I like to play him as being kind of sentimental. But the Keeper could probably use this. That'll really boost her willpower. Let's see what this cow has. Nah. We'll give that to Velena as well, since she doesn't have one. Looks absolutely ridiculous. Oh well. Fortunately, during cutscenes, we don't. It takes away the helmets, so we won't have to see her in a cutscene running around with that ridiculous headdress on. No rock armor for you, Vexus. Stop doing that. I think the next time I do a game session, I'll go ahead and just alter the tactics so that they stop doing that.